North reacts to oil discovery, and they said the south of Nigeria will no longer see them in the north as parasites. In their words, they said it will balance wealth equation in Nigeria. It will encourage criminality like it did in Niger Delta. Militancy will surface in the northern part of Nigeria. Agriculture in the north may be abandoned. It's a curse, nothing to celebrate. It's Allah's compensation for the loss of Grand North pyramids. Ben Agande, Kaduna, Maria Teresi, Nana Long, Jos, Peter Duru, Makodi, Bashar Bello, Kastina, Abdulamin Giwa Kano, Tina Akanam Dose, Bala Ajiya Damaturu, Charles Agwam Bauchi, Umar Yusuf Yola. Mixed reactions have continued to dog the recent discovery of oil in commercial quantity. Not that it has not been discovered, but they needed to check the commercial viability of the oil. So, in the northern part of the country, while some residents in the north are up in celebration about the discovery, they think with this their region will be developed, and they think with this they will also be able to stand shoulder to shoulder with the south of Nigeria. Others are less than enthusiastic because of the way oil in the south has been managed by successive government, and that is the truth of this. If you're just joining in, kindly take a moment to tap on that subscription button if you have not done so, and very importantly, the red notification icon bell. Please do tap on it so you'll be notified, you'll be alerted whenever videos such as this are uploaded. It will be recalled that the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation last week announced the discovery of oil in commercial quantity in the Kolmani River 2 well on the Upper Benue Trough, Gongola Basin in the northern eastern part of the country. A statement by the Corporation Acting Group's General Manager, Group Public Affairs Division, Samsi Makoji, stated that NNPC acquired 435.54 kilometers square of 3D seismic data over Kolmani Prospect in the Upper Benue Trough, Gongola Basin. While the discovery has brought about a collective sigh of relief on the part of the NNPC, which had been prospecting for oil in the northern part of the country for a long time. While the discovery has brought about a collective sigh of relief on the part of the NNPC, which had been prospecting for oil in the northern part of the country for a long time, some residents in the north are not too excited about this news. Some believe that rather than concentrate on searching for oil in the north, the government should have tapped into agricultural potentials of the northern region. It will stop the influx of northerners to the south for greener pastures, NBA chairman said this. According to the former chairman of the Banawa, Kaduna State branch of the Nigerian Bar Association, Barrister Napoleon Idenela, the discovery of oil is good news in the sense that it will boost the economic potential for the region. It will also control the movement of people from the north to the south in search of jobs. It is a good omen. But I'll quickly point this out before I go forward. And this is my own personal observation about this discovery of oil. I'm not saying that countries that are rich in oil should throw away their oil or act like it does not exist. I think countries will want to quickly cash in money when this oil is actually useful. Although right now there are countries that are actually pushing for renewable energy, greener energy, energy without fossil fuel. That is what is on at the moment, while we are still in this stone archaic way of reasoning, and all we are interested in is that oil. There are countries that are looking for a way to minimize pollution in the world, and before you know it, in the next, let's say 10 years, in the nearest future, let me use the word nearest future, I don't want to be specific, It might turn out to be that most countries will be 50 to 60%, or let's say 40% on renewable energy. They will not longer need cars that run on fossil fuels such as diesel and the rest of all of this. It will not be needed any longer, and they're really working towards this. In fact, there are automobiles now that do not require petrol to work, although they are still working on these automobiles so they can serve for longer distance. And they're also working on how the automobiles can be charged very fast, so you spend minimum the same amount that you use, the minimum amount you use in getting fuel into your car. So they are working hard on all of this right now. So I'll go forward. For the spokesperson of the coalition of the northern groups, Abdulaziz Suleiman, the discovery of oil in the north would have been earlier if successive government had been committed to the project. In actual fact, it did not come as anything new to us. We all knew that there were huge oil deposits not only in Bauchi but all over the northeast and many parts of the north central. The problem has all along been commitment of successive government administrations to actual exploration. Otherwise, the availability of oil deposits in Lake Chad, Niger, and Benue is not news anymore. The concern as at today is what the discovery of oil in the north will play in the continued unity of the region. The problem with Nigeria has all along been inadequate, ineffective, unfocused leadership models. The oil in the north is by right the oil of the whole of Nigeria. By the existing federal arrangement, no one, no community, no region can lay claim to the resources onshore or otherwise by virtue of geography. That is what he said. As a group that is interested in ensuring a stable and viable northern region in the context of united, strong, and prosperous Nigeria, CNG is quite unlikely to encourage monopoly of the oil discovered in the north for the north alone. We in the north would have to see the discovery as an opportunity to assess the future of the north in the context of many opportunities and challenges which oil exploration represents. Rather than engaging in jubilation, useful and constructive engagement should be initiated, which should create avenues for improving inputs and influence of northern elders, professionals, and leaders in all aspects of governance. He said, avoid mistakes of the past. Professor John Wade decided to chip in. Marie Therese Nalong in Jos reports that while some residents think the discovery means a new lease of life for the region, others receive the news with cautious optimism. According to Director General Research and Documentation, Plateau State, Professor John Wade, efforts should be made to avoid the mistake associated with oil exploration and exploration in the Niger Delta region of Nigeria. It is one thing to discover oil, it is another thing to make the best use of it, because if you look at different perspectives, so many things need to be taken into consideration in respect of environmental impact, which is very important. If you look at the Niger Delta regions, their water, their shores is just useless. You know the challenges of pollution caused by oil spillage. So long as it is properly exploited and properly utilized along the line of the value chain, it would have its benefit, because certainly there will be employment. Though it is a welcome development, it must be handled with caution. There are a lot of lessons to be learned from the oil exploring countries of the world in respect to the environmental challenges that they are having. We have many byproducts of crude oil. It is not just oil being used for power generation. There are many opportunities we can benefit from if we handle the discovery with caution. Another respondent, Emilia Dusu, noted that the discovery of oil should not be celebrated because of the experiences of other states. Oil discovery has been a curse on this nation rather than a blessing, because those who have access to the oil exploit it to the detriment of the poor. The rich get richer and the poor get poorer. Without oil, we see so much insecurity. With this discovery of the exploration commences, if the exploration commences, you can imagine the magnitude of insecurity, because everyone will want to get something out of it. I don't know if it is a welcome development, but my plea is that proper planning be in place before exploration, so that specific targets which would add value to the poor can be met. Northerners will no longer be seen as parasite. That's what Abdullahi from Kano, Abdullahi Motala, reports that Kano residents are excited that the discovery of oil in the north means that the region will no longer be seen as a leech on the country. According to Mohammed Abdullahi, a trader in Kano, the discovery is an economic blessing to the region and the country at large. It is a good development that oil has been discovered in the north. It is also economic pride which will invite investors to the region and expand the economy and the GDP of the region. That is if Boko Haram does not get involved and bandits. Oil discovery in the north builds us from the insult of some elements in the south that call us parasite. Oil in the north will balance the equation. More so, it will also earn the communities concerned more income as the financial policies of the country, whereby more allocation will also be given to them as it is done in those oil-rich regions of the south. But Malam Ahmed Sorundinki, a farmer and a writer in Kano, the discovery of oil is not worthy of celebration because according to him, the use of oil globally is being reduced with the introduction of electric vehicles across the globe. This has to do with the management of the environment. The volume of oil discovered in the north is not as much, and it's not going to last very long. The discovery of oil is surely going to encourage criminality in that region, like out of the Niger Delta region. It will also encourage and enhance corruption and likely to generate a face-off between the north and the south. He said militancy will surface in the north. That is what he said. And a lecturer with Federal University, Gashao, Mr. Benis Bitros, said the discovery of oil comes with mixed feeling as it will boost the economic activities that will attract different types of oil servicing companies to the north, which will generate employment opportunity for teeming unemployed youth. And I hope it will, because many of them are not literate in the northern part of Nigeria. So there is a lot of opinions on this. Zainab, she's a nurse. She was happy about the discovery, noting that it will help to usher in more development and create jobs for the unemployed in that region. So guys, there is a lot of comment, a lot of people saying, even someone, a civil servant, warned that politicians should not allow dirty politics to rear its head in the exploration. Pam said bigger projects than the oil discovery have been abandoned due to political interest, saying this has contributed to the underdevelopment in the country. This is a nation that has a lot of natural resources, yet they have nothing to write home about apart from their pockets being filled up with money. So guys, that's what it is. Kindly tap on that subscription button if you have not done so, and also the red notification icon bell, tap on it so you'll be notified whenever videos are uploaded. Thanks for stopping by.